scored 2 in the first and second or whatever the line was, and after a tough loss, and so I think we gave a really good response.
Yeah, Gunnar, after after the result yesterday, what happened last night and then this morning as guys tried to kind of regroup and refocus for the game today?
Yesterday's game, that was a heartbreaker, but it's nothing that we haven't been through before. Like Coach Mack always preaches, it's about being resilient, and sticking with each other, and no matter what happens, those are your guys that you roll through all the way to the end. So, nothing changed. We flipped the page and realized that today had to get it done.
Yeah, Alec, obviously I've never seen you pitch before, but you look pretty poised out there. You know what was at stake. How did you get yourself ready for this, particularly as you have to wait out through this rain delay?
Well, I mean, I tried to treat it just like any other game. I didn't want to treat it like this was a must-win game. Didn't want to get too much adrenaline going, but at the same time, I knew, I had to go out there and give my team a chance to win. So, like you said, in the rain delay, I just tried to stay warm and tried not to let it affect me at all, and just went out there and competed.
Did you go through your full warm-up before the delay started?
Yes, I was actually on the mound getting ready to go in when I heard that we had a delay. So then I restarted pretty much everything back over again after we got out of the delay.
Did you ever have to do that before?
Earlier this year, in the middle of a game, we had a rain delay, but before a game, I never had to redo my whole routine now.
You 133 pitches is your season high. How did you, particularly as you went through the later innings, the 6th inning, 7th inning, 8th inning, how did you feel?
I felt good. Yeah, I went out there and I understood. I got to get my team, like 8 innings. That was my goal. Get my team 8 innings, save the bullpen a little bit, and just battle through it. I mean, I got a little tired, but you just got to battle through that again. I mean, yeah, it's career high, but I didn't feel that affected by it.
Gunnar, during the rain delay, and you guys were mostly in the dugout, how did you guys kill time?
Rain delays are a part of baseball, but it was at the beginning, we kind of had an initial assessment of time, and we didn't think it was going to take that long, and then Mother Nature just kept on hitting us, and the Canisius, that baseball program, great group of guys, you know what I mean, and they kind of initiated just kind of like what college baseball players do, and kind of played some knick-knack games in between, and had a lot of fun, and kind of just realized that it is just a game, and we're all here competing our tails off, and we they had a lot of fun, so we just kind of played a little hangman and draw some pitchers on baseballs and throw them over. It was pretty cool.
You probably didn't see this coming, but there was a freight train that came behind in the first inning that just gave two big blasts on the horn. Did anybody kind of jump?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was when Isaac Barrera was hitting, and is leading off, and then the horn sounded, and it was weird because the whole dugout were like, wait, what? And this kid was like, it was right when the ball was crossing the play or right in the middle of the action, and we were all talking about. I was like, man, with that, we thought the train guy was doing it on purpose, and I think that probably might have affected me, but I mean, that kid up at the plate, he bows his tail off every time for us, and I don't think it fazed him at all.
Mark, you guys clearly came out hitting today. Anything in particular about their pitcher that you guys scouted that you were able to take advantage of?
Not really. At this stage of the game, we rely more on our process and what we do, and not get too wrapped up into scouting reports, although you want to be familiar and you look at the stats and the report, but you really hang your hat on what your philosophy is, and that's really what we preached after a tough loss, that, hey, we're going to do this one at a time, and this is what we believe in offensively, and we're going to stick with it.
Yeah, because it seemed like you guys were working counts, doing a lot of the same stuff you guys were doing yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday their guy was good, and I thought our guys, we only had 6 hits, I think, but I thought we hit the ball much better than that. Did a good job with 2 strikes, and that kind of continued on today. I think we've been doing a much better job. We went through a little lull in the middle of the season, but the last, I think, month, we've been much better.
And Alex seemed, like I mentioned to him, seemed very, very poised, particularly for a freshman on a big stage like this. How impressed were you with the way he handled himself today?
That's the most impressive part of what he's done this year. I mean, you look at the numbers for a freshman, wow, it's really, really good. But they don't tell the whole truth. You look at, he had given up a run, lead off, maybe a home run here or there, and he just keeps a one-on-one and continues to pitch, and he's done that all year. Not surprised to see it today.
You've got a game tomorrow, maybe two. What are your pitching plans for the first game tomorrow?
Mac Lardner, who's been pitching in our third spot, will start, and you got to win. You got to win both of them. So we'll just take it one at a time, and we'll see what. Hopefully, he'll give us a good outing, and then we'll just let the game talk to us and see what we have to do to get to that second game.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome.
Dibs.